It's interesting too because the Russians had done some, this was back in the times of Stalin, studies on color and color vibrations and the biophotons, and they found actually that there are certain color links to various areas in the body where people have discomfort, even illness. But it's some of the research that people like Fritz Albert Popp have used in his study of biophotons. So, but there is an actual scientific basis. Interestingly, I was, if you want to lose weight, this is something that people have suggested. Wear blue glasses when you're eating, because so few foods come in blue that there's not that sort of salivary response to blue food that you would have to, say, a green food or a yellow food.
I used to have students that, okay, what's the color? Oh, it's purple. It feels like purple. And so I would have them go get purple glasses. Because at first it started as a joke, because we talked about, we always use that expression, something about looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. So I'd be like, okay, go get purple glasses, go get, lavender shade glasses. Really work, because it would change their perspective. Now they are literally looking through a different filter. So instead of their normal way of looking at the world, now everything is shifted, and they become so much more aware. And it's through that color of that really good feeling. So everything they're looking at now is from a filter of joy, healing, well-being. Right. And it changes everything. It's really cool. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to put on my rose-colored glasses.
Yes, actually, I have some filters that I use, color filters that people can use to look at things and just see, in fact, just exactly what you're saying, how your whole perception changes. And you look at things and all of a sudden, because background colors will come out differently based upon the lights that's on them and the kind of color you're looking at them through. It's sort of like the 3D glasses, that'll pop things out, and which otherwise might just seem not quite so defined. So it changes your perception and your perspective, and it can change your mind. And I mentioned to you before, you're aware of my chromoscope, which is, it's like a horoscope, but rather than using the signs of the zodiac, I use colors to indicate the energies of the day. And you can find that on my website. It's chromographics.institute.com.
Okay, I'll go ahead and spell that out for everybody. chromographicinstitute.com.
Right, thank you. But in the chromoscope, what I do is I have about a couple, maybe 150 different cells of colors, and there are various vibrations or various hues of all the colors of the visible spectrum. And then I will randomly pick 7 for the week, and then an 8th one, which will be the overall color of the week. And I found it very interesting because lately, when we've had these large Earth movements, the color of the week has indicated that the Earth would be shifting a lot during that period of time.
Interesting. So it's astrology only with color instead of planets.
That's right, colorology.
Colorology, yeah, that's so cool. What a great idea. And I've read some of it's really interesting. When I was reading through it, it was really fascinating. I was like, yeah, I can't wait to do this interview. This is really interesting. And you started this, you created this chromographic and chromotherapy as well. Do you teach it to other people? Are there other people that do this? And
there are other kinds of chromotherapy out there that are done. There's a school in England, in London, I think, that teaches that. And people will work with colors, but they have different ways of working with them. I think mine is more intuitive than a lot of these other ones, but it's also based in fact and in the studies I've done. So you've got both. But I think the important thing with any kind of these sorts of modalities is that you have that, it's heart-centered and it works with the intuition. And it's all about being connected to everything that's around you, because we are this unitary consciousness, and we're just, I always call it little bits of consciousness walking around. And I did teach some classes and workshops when I was on the East Coast dealing with the color therapy and something I called cardial telepathy, which was kind of like mental telepathy, but working through the heart. Because right now people are more and more heart-based, heart-centered, heart-aware than they have been before. Sometimes I think that
that's a good thing.
Well, I think this rash of heart attacks we're seeing is because people are not connected to their hearts. They're not working through their hearts.
No more heart attacks. Just open your heart. Just open up your heart.
Good idea.
And people could do it with color. So if you want to find out more about, more about MARCIA CLASGENS and some upcoming classes, if there's any classes that may be coming up, you can go to her website. Again, the website, I'll put it right across the screen. I also, we're kind of running out of time, but before we leave, I wanted to talk about a couple of the little books that you have. I love the name of this book. It's about personal energy vibrations. It's an introduction by MARCIA CLASGENS. It's called Chimanations. So I thought that was a great title for a book.
Thank you.
Really, really clever. We also have Getting Rid of Old Layers, also by MARCIA CLASGENS. The name of this book is The Short Strip. Are these books that people can find on your website?
If they're interested, they can contact me through the website and I will get them to them.
Okay, also, before we end, MARCIA is an amazing artist.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk about color. These pictures that are behind us, I know we could hardly see this little green man in the corner, but it's sort of like a three-dimensional kind of painting. It's really beautiful. This is amazing, this picture behind us. That's so beautiful. So I could definitely see where you use lots of color. And when we end the show, I'm going to actually do a series, if that's okay, of your paintings that I pulled right off of your website.
Thank you.
And I'm going to put that website. What's the name of the website with your artwork?
MARCIACLASGENS.com.
Okay, I'm going to put that up also, because if you'd like to get a closer look at some of this work, I'm going to kind of zoom it through towards the end of the show.
Great.
And you can get a sense of how you can use color and how, every different painting and the way that not only the color, but how you use the color created just different feelings. There's a lot of flow, a lot of movement, a lot of energy. So A+, yeah,
Thank you.
it's
Thank
really,
you.
really beautiful. So thanks again for coming on to the show. And if you want to get more information from MARCIA CLASGENS, just go to her website. It's up on the screen. And if you'd like some more information about Brandy and I or Mind Over Matter TV, you can go to www.itsyourmindthatmatters.com. And again, we'd love to meet all of you. So hop on the train, come down to Santa Fe and visit us. We're right off the historic plaza in the Santa Fe Arcade on San Francisco Street. That's right, it's the Mind Over Matter bookstore. Brandy and I, one of us is always there. So come on down and come on visit us.
Yes.
And hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you and namaste.